Night in Nevada, USA. A 29-year-old travel blogger named Jason Reed was driving alone across a deserted highway. His phone battery was almost dead, and the nearest town was still miles away. Around midnight, he noticed an old motel standing beside the road. A flickering sign read, "Welcome to Sunset Motel." The building looked abandoned, but one room had a light on. Jason had no choice. He parked his car and walked inside. An old woman sat behind the reception desk. She didn't smile. She didn't even blink. "Room 7," she whispered while handing him a rusty key. Jason felt uncomfortable but accepted it. The hallway was silent, too silent. When he entered room 7, he noticed something strange. There was no mirror, only an empty frame hanging on the wall. At exactly 1:07 a.m., he heard 3 knocks on the door. Knock, knock, knock. He opened it quickly. Again, nobody. But now he saw wet footprints leading down the hallway. The footprints looked like they belonged to a child. Curious, Jason followed them. They ended outside room 13. The door slowly creaked open by itself. Inside stood a little girl wearing an old white dress. Her face was pale. Her eyes were completely black. "Have you seen my parents?" she asked softly. Jason froze. Before he could answer, the girl pointed behind him. He turned around. The hallway was suddenly filled with shadowy figures, dozens of them, standing silently, watching him. When he looked back, the girl was gone. A whisper echoed through the motel. "You should have left." The lights went out. Jason ran towards the exit. As he passed the reception desk, he noticed something horrifying. The old woman was no longer sitting there. Instead, there was a dusty newspaper. The headline read, "Sunset Motel Destroyed by Fire, 1987." Jason's blood ran cold. He looked around. The entire motel was now burnt and ruined. Walls were black, furniture was ashes. The people he had seen were standing motionless in the darkness. Their skin looked burnt, their eyes stared directly at him. Jason sprinted outside and jumped into his car. When he looked back one last time, the motel had vanished. There was nothing there except an empty field. To this day, Jason refuses to talk about what happened that night. But whenever it rains in Nevada, travelers tell reports